to my channel. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe and hit that little bell to let you know exactly when I'm on. I am a qualified counsellor and trained in life coaching, and every Friday I am committed to helping you to live your best life through scientifically proven techniques and tools. Now, I have not been here every Friday because, as you will know if you tune in every Friday, that I have been on holiday, which brings me on to today's topic, and it's all about self-love. So I have been away and I have been resting and I have been taking care of myself, which brings me on to today's topic. So let's get started with today's session. Now, I have been away and I have missed you, so it's lovely to have you with me again, always in my heart. And I never planned today's session until this morning. And the reason I am starting off with this, which is codependency, is because of the fact that I have been on holiday and I have been taking great care of myself. So I want to start off from when I got into my flight, and the flight attendant always gives out instructions for safety. Always making sure that you put your mask on before helping others. Now, this goes for anything and everything in life when it comes to yourself and others. So helping you before you can help anybody else. Which brings me on to codependency. A few years ago, I could certainly label myself as being codependent. And when I talk about codependency, if you are not familiar with the term, it is when you are not filled unless you feel you're fulfilling the needs of others. So, therefore, you will go out of your way to support and help, even fix others, which can leave you feeling filled, but it has a huge downside as well. So there is a difference to being loving and caring and to codependency. So there is the loving and caring, let's say empathy. So most codependent people are very empathic. They're also strong as well. But because of their needs to fulfill the needs of others, it can leave them feeling deflated. Before I become a qualified counsellor, I was really guilty of this. Now, it's interesting that I use the word guilty because it's something that I did to myself which wasn't very caring and certainly not self-loving. So I have boundaries now which did need to come in to practice because I become exhausted. And not only did I become exhausted, I became frustrated as well, trying to fix people. Later I discovered that it's not always my business to help another person feel happy, especially when you feel that they never really listen anyway, and that is where the frustration come in. So the frustration and the exhaustion was two major reasons why I had to come away from being codependent to actually having solid boundaries in place as well. Now, codependent people, the reason they want to fulfill the needs of others is because they need that valuation. So they need to feel validated by others because they are unable to actually validate themselves. So some of the steps that you actually need in order to heal codependency is to learn what your needs are, to feel what you feel. Become aware of what is going on for you. This stops any confusion going on between you and that other person, where you completely get mixed up in their feelings and their feelings become your feelings as well. So not only are you becoming exhausted because you're trying to fix this person, you are trying to make everybody happy, but you're actually taking on their problems and their energy as yours. So this is another reason why you're going to feel absolutely exhausted. So checking in with your feelings, being sure to find out what's going on in your body, what's going on in your mind as well. Be to start saying no. Now, I bet that just sounded simple just now, no, but it can be so difficult for some people to actually understand that in order for you to start taking care of yourself, you have to say no. So to start taking care, you have to understand that you need to take care of yourself. Codependent people usually are very caring and empathic people. This is where it stems from as well. So saying no is not always easy, but it is necessary in order for you to actually heal as well. Now, you will receive resentment for actually starting to take care of yourself, because some of your relationships will have been built entirely on you always being there for certain people. These people are usually narcissistic. Now, narcissists are wounded as well as codependents. So both are wounded, but both work from a different way, where they have to have their needs fulfilled. And it's very common in relationships for codependents and narcissists to actually get together, because the narcissist needs to have their needs filled with the codependent. And it's just what a wonderful relationship this is, isn't it? Because one is giving and one is getting, so one is receiving all the time. You have to understand that this can become very unhealthy indeed, as you can imagine. So when you start putting up boundaries, you can actually experience a lot of bullying, and there could be relationships where they would not only bully you, but they would have others bullying you as well. So if they have family and friends close to them, they could actually start manipulating them. So it is important that it does not matter, and I know how difficult this is, for you to actually begin to start feeling abandoned, because this abandonment was the very, very thing that you were trying to avoid. And that is why you become codependent in the first place, is because you were so afraid of not being approved, not being validated, being abandoned. So you went out your way to absolutely give yourself, and I mean give yourself, forgetting your needs, forgetting your wants and your desires, exhausting yourself in order to please others, a people pleaser. So that is where the term people pleaser comes from as well. It's where you're codependent. Now, I really want to come on today. As I say, I never actually decided what I was going to do. I am starting to just come from the heart with my sessions now and just see what's going on in there before I come on. And I have been away for a few weeks, and this is something that I needed to do for myself. So I needed to be taking that time away. So if I do find myself needing rest, or I do find that I am going to be busy, because my work can become busy as much as I love it, it can become busy as well. So again, I want to end with saying, keep living your dreams, and I will see you again soon. In the meantime, take care. Bye for now. Love yourself.